Hey guys, how's it going? I'm going to do a quick video here. This is basically going to be a breakdown of move the camera a little bit. There we go. Basically a breakdown of the new Star Wars trailer. I really haven't done a breakdown like this before, so I hope it works out for you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play the video. I've already seen it, so it's not like a reaction video. I'm going to play the video, I'm going to pause at certain points and discuss. Alright, so here we go. Pretty much a black screen right now. Then we open up on a sandy area. I guess it's Tatooine. There's been an awakening.
Have you felt it?
Alright, that's the point where the actor pops up, a black guy wearing a stormtrooper outfit. I forgot the actor's name, sorry about that. But there's been a lot of talk about this on the internet. A lot of people are claiming that there's been a lot of racist talk about this. I don't think people are purposely being racist. It's just kind of throwing people off that a black guy is a stormtrooper. Now, basically, what this is going on, and a lot of people like saying, well, didn't the stormtroopers, weren't they cloned from Jango Fett? No, the clone troopers in the Clone War was cloned from Jango Fett. This is like almost 60 years later. The stormtroopers from the original trilogy and this trilogy, basically they were recruited from other planets. Hardly any of the clone troopers were alive, even the ones that survived the clone war. So, yeah, it's very possible that there's a black guy as a stormtrooper. Plus, we don't know what the status of the Empire is at this point. Are they just nabbing people and, putting them in service, basically drafting them or forcing them to fight? Is he a volunteer stormtrooper? We don't know what his background is, so it's kind of hard to judge on that. But yeah, like I said, I don't think people are intentionally being racist about it, but there you go. Okay, a little ball droid there. I'm gonna stop it just for a brief right there. I do think this is Tatooine, which I have mixed feelings over. Not that I have anything against Tatooine. It's just this will be the 6th out of 7th movie that we've seen Tatooine in. I think it's been a little overdone. Now in the background you do see some of the props. J.J. Abrams went very practical with this movie as opposed to what George Lucas did with the prequel series. So yeah, I think that might be really good. Got some stormtroopers. Some stormtroopers look like they're in a transport. The door opens on some lights. This could be city lights. Maybe we're going to see the Battle of Coruscant as it was described in the EU. Now, a little thing about the EU. J.J. Abrams is constantly being misquoted about this. People said that he has abandoned the EU altogether. No, that's not what he said. He said they didn't have to use the EU. But knowing J.J. Abrams, knowing how he likes to put little things in there for the fans, I think we're going to see a lot more of the expanded universe than we originally thought. So maybe that's it. Just saw Daisy Ridley on a speeder. Not quite sure what her character is, even though to this point I think she's the only actor that signed on for 3 movies. So she's going to be a major character in this story. The speeder she's on, it's not the slick Imperial speeders that were in the Forest of Endor, nor are they kind of like the motorcycle speeders seen in the prequel series that Darth Maul and Count Dooku rode, excuse me, not war. This seems more like a kind of a haphazard put together speeder, almost like a homemade one. So we're seeing more of that lived in universe, dirty space that was in the original series. Alright, that seems pretty cool. Some next generation X-Wing fighters cruising pretty much map of the Earth. over some water, kicking up waves as they go along. There's definitely a difference in the flight suits and the helmets in this one than there was in the original series. And of course, we already know that the X-Wings are a little different. They have a two-engine design other than the four-engine design.
The dark side.
Alright, I'm going to pause right there because this is also another thing that people are losing their shit over on the internet. We see what it looks like a Sith warrior out in the snow with some trees. First off, we keep hearing that Hoth is going to come back. We're going to revisit Hoth. But Hoth doesn't have any trees, doesn't have any plant life. It's basically Antarctica. So I don't think the planet is Hoth. It's another snow-covered planet, but I don't think it's Hoth. Now the Sith warrior that's in there has a lightsaber that's freaking people out. That's the flame saber. The flame saber was in another thing in the expanded universe. It's kind of a homemade lightsaber. Now again, we don't know who that Sith warrior is or what the story is of the saber. Hell's bells, that could be Luke Skywalker for all we know. That's one of the main rumors going around that he's going to turn to the dark side in this series, so that could be him.
And the light.
This is my favorite part of the trailer at the moment. Millennium Falcon. And of course, like, you know, we see the Millennium Falcon do that crazy turn thing. Now, a lot of people have been saying that this does not feel like a Star Wars movie. I grant you, they're right, but if you look at Episode 4, New Hope, and Episode 5, Empire Strikes Back, they are two totally different cinematic movies. When you get a new director, you're going to have a different style of movie, and so yeah, this is not going to be a carbon copy thing of what you saw in Episode 4. I don't know why people keep striving for that, but it's not going to. Not unless you want to bring George Lucas back, and I personally wouldn't have a problem with that. I like the prequel series. Not as much as the original series. The original series is always going to be up top with me. But, you know, if you want to have the same feeling you had with Star Wars, bring George Lucas back and tell him you can't use CGI, and then you might have the same feeling you had when you were a kid back in 1977. There we go. The Force Awakens. I actually like the title, personally. Again, a lot of the complaining online is going by the fact that we really don't know too much about this movie. You know, we don't know what the plot line is. We don't know what the characters are. So The Force Awakens, everyone's like, that's a cheesy title. They're all cheesy titles. I mean, if you really look down on it, I mean, you know, Empire Strikes Back, A New Hope, Return of the Jedi, Revenge of the Sith, Attack of the Clones, the Phantom Menace. They're all cheesy titles. They're supposed to be. It's a space opera that had its origins in the 1930s serials of Flash Gordon and Buck Rogers and Rocky Jones. So, yeah, they're going to be a little cheesy. But then again, we don't know what the plot line is. Nobody knows what the plot line is. So, The Force Awakens might actually be a big clue into what's going to happen. We don't know yet. Personally, I love the teaser trailer. It's only 88 seconds long, but still, I loved it. I can't wait to see more trailers. I'm pretty sure Star Wars Celebration 2015 in Anaheim, they're going to have a trailer. Comic-Con will have a trailer. We just got to wait a year. Just 1 year away, man. Just 1 year away from Episode 7. Which it seems like they've dropped Episode 7 from the title, which, okay, that's fine. We all know it's Episode 7, so they can drop it all they want. But I'm excited. I'm really thrilled. This is going to be a really, really great movie, I think. I've got high hopes, and I hope those hopes aren't dashed. Yeah. All right, that's about it for tonight, and I'll see you guys later on. All right.